All right. All right. Obviously, got to do the mandatory sound check and everything. You see if my phone is listening. Sounds good. Yeah. All right. So I think last time I streamed, I was iffy about whether I was going to stream today, but I guess surprise stream anyway. We were doing some work last time, seeing if we could do Superman's ability and change it into something better. And I think I've come up with a good idea, so I figured I might as well just do it on stream anyway. Just hit the content creation goals while I'm at it. This is not even want to show off, but I want to show off something else first before we start. Anyway, get the fuck out of the way. Where is it? Yeah, so I finally fixed the Queen Flora issue, which is the fact that every ability of us, or at least the Vine Wall, it creates so much visual noise, right? So I've really tried to streamline it so it's like this instead. And also it like destroys itself automatically in I think 15 seconds. So if we spawn a bunch of them, yeah, you see that one's destroyed itself. You can spawn another one. You can still do our regular stuff. And yeah, so I think that should help with all the visual clutter that Queen Flora kind of added to the game. And also the alt has kind of changed a bit. So it's just way less yeah, way less distracting. Okay, Scarecrow says, yeah, I like that. Awesome. How you doing though? Um so for Blue Justice, for our little Superman character clone, my idea, or rather it was someone's in the chat's idea, was to take this animation and use it as like a breathing in. It looks like he's breathing in, so we could use that for the frost breath. But what I couldn't really find an animation that supported that. So my idea is, what if he just like breathes in, but as he breathes in, he removes all the heat, and that creates that frost effect, if that makes sense. And we also came up with the name for it, which was Chilling Justice, which is still an amazing name. So I'm pretty sure it was Chilling Justice anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna give this a try and hopefully it works out pretty well. I think I already exported the animation out for that levitate. And it's way too short. Alright, speed that up. I don't know if we need the root motion one or thingy. I don't know if I told you, but for a long time I wanted to do a fighting game with cowboys. Every character has a different type of gun, and to win a round, you need to hit them with a bullet once. Oh shit, that does... Wait, is it like I wouldn't say 2D fighting game, but your traditional fighting game with... What's it called? That 2D kind of view. That's pretty interesting, but I feel like you have to add a bunch of like blocks and different attacks, and you have to really make them earn that gunshot if it's just one hit, right? Blue Justice. All right, so we want to use Chilling Justice instead. I'm actually really excited to try this, but we're gonna run into a lot of problems when it comes to actually we need this sort of. Oh, we already deleted the thing. Silly me. We're gonna run into a lot of problems with the effects because I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Notifies. I figure around here he starts breathing in. I was about to use the word sucking, but I don't know. I guess this isn't a PG-13 stream. Ugh, lo-fi music. Anyway, right about here, he starts sucking in all the air, and at this point, it's basically done. We can sort of test this out. Alright, that didn't look terrible, but I really thought he would shoot upwards a bit more. Yeah, basically everyone would be hypermobile, so the main part of the gameplay is dodging while managing to reload and shoot the guns so the enemy can't dodge it. Shit, I think okay, I think I sort of get what you mean. I'm trying to see if there's a game that I know that is sort of like it. Is it? There's like this dodgeball game. I don't know if it's no, it's not Blaze Blue. It's something Blaze game dodgeball. Lethal League. I don't know why I was thinking of Blaze Blue, but oh, Lethal League Blaze. That's what was coming up with the name. But it's kind of it's a fighting game with a good gimmick around it. I think that might give you some good inspiration. So it's basically yeah, it's like it's not really similar, but it's got like a good hook. And it's all about movement. Like it's got really fast gameplay too. What went wrong there? I didn't turn on root motion, did I? Open asset. Oh, it's already there. Oh, look at that. It's already got an aura effect for us. All right. Well, at least to notify. Why does that feel so unimpressive? Like, I, it felt pretty lame, didn't it? Hmm. This is the wrong one. All right, maybe I can slow down the animation and probably put it to 0.8. It's like the bloody root motion just didn't even work. Oh wait, the rate scale is up here anyway. So this might be better. Let him really inhale properly and give it like a better visual. I guess we probably want to push this to somewhere there. I'll check it out. I really wanted to have something that's intense for like 10 seconds before too many fighting games have like 20 hit combos that take you across the stage. Yeah, I think if you want to go for intensity, you might find it with yeah, Lethal League Blaze. And then maybe you can have like multiple rounds as well to really like a best of 5 type of thing. I really need this character to like jump up while he does that, and I don't know why that's not translating. Like it is a bit annoying. Oh wait, I know why that's not translating. Fucking silly me. We need to change this to full body. All right, I promise you, it's absolutely gonna work now. There's so much polish that needs to go into this that I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done by the end of the month. But what the hell was that, brother? What was that? Just lift the guy upwards in the air. Oh my god. Also, I don't know how to animate, but slowing down the animation at its peak and then speeding up as it goes down would make the idea of uh blowing the wind. Yeah. I saw like there's things I could do to do that, but it's gonna sound terrible, but that's just a lot of work. And also I don't know if it's hmm just zoning out for a minute. Did I pause the background music? I did. My bad. Or is it still playing? I think it is. I seriously just need to like get over it and learn how to animate properly. Like I can kind of maybe fix up animations or make really shitty animations, but I think the best way for me to learn how to animate would be to make a YouTube like challenge out of it. But this really looks like he's breathing in. What I'm gonna try to do is just duplicate this and call it like I don't know, Blue Justice Fly Breathe thing. We'll rename this later. Probably gonna forget about it. So what we can do is probably just try add to the animation itself. So when he takes off at this point, we just make it a lot higher. That is not what I wanted. That is absolutely not what I wanted. This is a root motion animation. Why are you being like this? What the hell? Did they change something in Unreal 5.5? I'm just... Thank God I made a duplicate animation because I think I fucked this up. Oh, brother, I have fucked this up. Okay. I think I forgot to actually edit the animation somewhere. Add key, root, translation. This is really making me feel like I'm an amateur today because I should really know how to do all this. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm going for. Yeah, Lethal League Blaze is very much the type of feeling I want to have. I might do it in 3D space to have more dodge options. Fair enough. Um, I think 3D though, like it's a lot harder. I think since you draw a lot, you might. I don't know if you do a lot of 3D, but you might find the jump to that pretty tricky. Can we have the fucking grounds? Like, why is there no floor to this? What is going on? What is actually going on today? Okay, so it's something like this in theory. I just don't know why, it's like this. We could add another key here. Keep the transform like the same. All right, this really looks terrible, but let's just test if it works first before we like over optimize the animation, right? Because I just have a feeling that this whole thing is broken. What was it called? Blue Justice Flying Breath thingy. Oh shit, I just thought of another thing I could do. What is this? Why? All right, here's my third idea. Let's just up the root motion scale and see what happens. Damn, there's really just no root motion to this. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. I did it in the wrong thing. This is a punch projectile. Sorry. Damn, this is really weird. But I'm not gonna just try do something else then if it really doesn't want to work. Today's really the only day I had to stream. I don't know if it was a good day to stream all that well, considering the audience, and I usually do on weekends. But I'm gonna be working for like the rest of the week, so might as well get it done with today. I can't lie to you, I'm not looking forward to this. The amount of bodily harm I've been getting at work is just insane at this point. Just ended up with 2 new scars today, or yesterday rather. Play montage. I think if it doesn't want to work, then the best option we have is just to put back the upper body thing and use the other levitate animation that we had. So what we can do is do root motion. Damn, what type of job? Well, right now I'm working in as an events crew, right? So we just go up and help and set up for different events. And yeah, but when you have to do shit like stages or take down a lot of seats and everything, it just gets insane. We had like an 8-hour shift yesterday, fucking like 3 a.m. and everything. Room motion, move to force. One of these should be fine. We'll just get the actual location. Damn, I forget owning at her. There we go. Well, yeah, it's like it's usually not that bad. I think yesterday was just a one-off because usually I'd get like one injury, but for some reason it's like yesterday I decided to get all of them, like all the possible injuries you could get. Just 1,200. Let's exaggerate this and see what we get. Duration about 1 second. I want to give this a slow wind up time so people actually have a chance to get out of the way, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, my friend did that for a year. Yeah, it's definitely not the type of job you want to do too long. Some people do it for a lot longer, but I plan on having my body parts be intact and live until I'm 40. So, you know, I'm not going to do that. I think I want to continue doing it through my master's degree anyway. Or rather, I need to continue doing it through the master's degree. Is there no hope for me in this ability? Is like, oh, is it because I used the root motion one? Unreal Engine is actively working against me today. Big goals. I give myself till I'm 30 something. Or you know, I used to say that too. I was like, planning for the future. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it past 30. Especially like there was a point in uni I was just having Red Bulls like daily. This animation looks cool in terms of like this is some serious god mode animation. It looks like he's gonna do some nice shit, but then he just whatever. But yeah, okay, if we know that this is gonna allow us to go upwards, then let's just change this to like 400, right? I also think there's something a little bit wrong with the way it's going. Like I'm not pressing anything, but it's moving us to the left, which is a bit weird. Right, like I'll do hands off the keyboards, it just takes us there for some reason. But we're only moving ourselves upwards. Let's make sure we got the right animation, because damn, Unreal Engine is being really weird today. What is all this? Why is it just now like shifting us to the left for some reason? Oh wait, yeah, I think I forgot to show this as well. Small detail, but we kind of changed Queen Flora's stance. So now she does, this is her idol, and then this was like the sassiest idol break animation I could find. I want to find some more like what's it called, more girly emotes or something like that. And we also changed the idol for Batman. I tried to find an animation for him doing like this or something like that, but it just did not want to work, so we had to take away his passive breaks. But I don't know, man, he looks like he's ready for some shit, you know. He's ready to throw hands at any moment. Kind of looks devious, you know, just passively potting. But yeah, instead of like them doing animations they have no business doing, it's a dummy mummy Queen Flora. It makes a lot of sense. At one point I wanted to give her like a vine whip. You should really should have like lent into that part of her design. Why is it moving us backwards? What is going on? All right, let's get actor location up vector. All right, let's times 400, and then we add that onto the location. Plug that into target location. Let's make sure everything movement mode is set to flying, and we want to maintain last root motion velocity. Sure, why not? My God, need to get this game out so we can move on to the Green Lantern character and everything. It's still moving us to the fucking left. Wait, what if I'm triggering another ability at the same time? But it would have done that anyway. It's just chilling justice. All right. Let's see. Let's actually test this out because... And... Alright, so if we do have that mistake, everything else should be gone except from... What was that? What? Why? Did launch activate or something? No, it didn't. I feel like I'm being, like, gaslit by a game engine here. I think I'm just gonna continue with trying to make the freeze breath rather than get too hyper fixated on the fact that this animation is just being weird, right? So we're just gonna leave it for now. I think what we can do is just... Are we gonna do this? Okay, if we want to, we could just do a simple freeze breath, right? That, you know, freezes people. But I think the cool bit about my, like, ice suction ability, whatever, is that it would also draw in any, like, characters, right? Like, it would also sort of work like a massive vacuum cleaner. It would, like, have the I don't know what's the word I'm trying to use, but it would attract characters towards you, which I think really works for Superman being a brawling character, right? Like, he's all about getting close to or isolating certain characters. So I really want to play around with that idea. Oh shit, Axion Burst, what's up? Suggest me a game concept for Roblox. Damn, I don't... Yeah, it's grouping, that's it, grouping effect. Ooh, game concept for Roblox. I was gonna say a Roblox game where they touch grass. I feel like that's just rude, of course. The only type of Roblox games I've seen is like the anime games. Maybe... Also, why is the YouTube chat not showing up in... That is a bit weird. And that is a bit weird. Let's see. I don't know. Someone give me a genre, right? Like horror game, and then we can mix it with something. I don't think... Are there even any Roblox horror games? It's either horror or anime on Roblox. Okay, I thought so. What have they not done on Roblox then? Like, I don't know. I haven't seen any simulation games, or is there like a tycoon genre on thingy where you have like game dev tycoon, or like I don't know, you just like a shopkeeper or something like that. Roblox horror games have crazy communities. Fair enough. I know I wanted to do one Roblox game just for YouTube, just for like a fun YouTube challenge. I want to stay away from like the Roblox anime games and everything, because that one is like a whole nother job in its own. You know what I think should be done is like a Roblox version of Bully, um, like the open world school game, and you just go about like, I don't know if pulling pranks is a good idea, but like that, and just have like crazy abilities that you could use too, just for fun, if you want to like spice up the game. Let's see, move to worked well enough. Let's try do the grouping first. So I'm gonna do a timer. It said there are open world school games on Roblox. How is there everything on Roblox? Jesus Christ. Is there an idea I can think of that hasn't already been done? Ah well. I guess this is why Roblox is so popular. You can basically do anything on there. Oh my god. I remember seeing it was time ago. They were doing like Nigerian and West African dance parties in Roblox. It was so funny, but I saw clips of that. Yeah, they really be doing whatever. I don't know what the best way to do it. Let's do set timer by event, and then we can run this for time wait delay. YouTube ads is unbearable today. Oh my god. And we could say for about how long is our animation? So I'm thinking when he starts this, it's probably actually just better to use an overlap, right? That just goes from here and yeah, that might be a lot better. Let's try that instead. And the question is, do we want to do well, we obviously want to do damage while we do this. All right, let's put this all together. Helper actor, and we'll say blue justice, chilling justice, overlap. But yeah, one Polish bank did a collab with Roblox to teach kids online safety. Oh shit. Actually kind of smart. Alright, we'll use the capsule. I really need to get this fucking flowers off my screen. I can't see shit. I needed to hit that earthy aesthetic for my room. So I have these vines going down off my computer screen. But now I just can't see shit at all. I think where it is, if we have an arrow at the base, I have to do this every time. Now, you know what? We need to sacrifice practicability for aesthetic. All right, what seems like a gotta pick aesthetic or usefulness? Yeah, I'm going full aesthetic. Might never be able to see the top left corner of my screen, but This shit does look like a vibe. All right, if we set this to, is 8 meters a good range for this? Bloody hell, this looks massive. Probably. And then we check the radius to, I don't know, 200, 400. So we're going to attach this to the character's head. See what we can do. This is a Queen Flora themed room. That's basically sort of what I tried to do. Actually, we got vines, we got more vines there, and I want to buy some more, but they're so trendy right now, though. That's the issue, right? Actually, it's not much of an issue, but you get what I mean. All right, let's run a create a function to activate it and deactivate it. Give me an idea for a robot scene. Is that just coming up now? Oh wait, you switched to thingy. Yeah, we were struggling to come up with ideas for a Roblox game. Apparently, everything's already been done there before. Set collision enabled. Nate says, "Hey, what's up, Nate?" God, the day stream has already been proven a little bit tricky. Unreal Engine is hating on me, but hopefully we'll be able to get this shit done. I don't know if YouTube is tweaking out. It just didn't show some chats earlier, but no problem. All right, so we want to have it we want to have it query collision only when it activates, and then custom thingy deactivate, and we go back to no collision. And then we're going to work on the grouping thing earlier or later. Christ, what's wrong with me? So when we get this ability, the first thing we're going to do is spawn. Probably want to do it on the server only. Spawn actor from class. And that's going to be Chill Injustice overlap. So we want to get the Onion Actors mesh. It feels like it's been so long since I've done any actual coding on screen. Everything's been mostly like, does this work? No, that doesn't work. We just do cast to, yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, we've been doing a lot of level design stuff and stuff like that, and I feel like I've almost even forgotten how to code on blueprints, but I'm just a little bit rusty. Where's the fucking mesh? There we go. All right, so we're going to get the head of the character, and then we're going to attach it to the head. Promote this to a variable so we can use it. Call it overlap. Oh my god, another YouTube ad. I swear. Oh, I need to get YouTube Premium, but I don't want to give YouTube any money until it starts making me money. It's actually like, yeah, it's an unprincipled thing. I need to get monetized. All right, so here we're gonna activate it, and then we're just gonna wait like a second or so and deactivate it. Probably when this hits. Just to test it, what we can do is set hidden in game off, so we can actually see the collision, and then when we activate it, it's on again. But when this is on begin play, we deactivate, so it doesn't do anything. blah blah blah. To be fair, writing code by itself is boring as fuck. It's the problem solving. Yeah, the problem solving is, it's sort of like, it's like crack to me. Once you finally get that problem solved, and it's just and you feel like a genius, or you feel like a god a second. The writing code bit couldn't. It could be like actual writing or blueprint writing. Doesn't really matter too much. All right. So now we should be able to see the capsule. Brother, I forgot to make it attached. So we're gonna do that. Attach actor to. Shit, my bad. We want to be able to aim this, maybe like aim it upwards or something. So I don't know, maybe mesh might be the best option, and then we'll just do heads, because the head rotates on its own. Snap to target, snap to target, whatever, whatever. We also need to have this as the instigator. Fingers crossed this shit starts working again. I might. Why is this ability bouncing us around like this? Like, just go upwards. What are you doing? Oh shit. We probably want to test this out. It only needs to ignore all collision, just overlap with pawn, and have this as a pawn detection actor, so it doesn't fuck with anything else in our collision. And also, I don't know why it's. Let's make this the capsule thingy like super big. I think that's why we couldn't see it as well, because line thickness was on 0. Also, another thing is, like, I don't know how to be interesting while coding or thingy. If you're doing too much coding, I feel like it's not as interesting too. I might. Now, what is going on? Oh, wait. Hold on. Alright, so we're getting an error saying access none, trying to read property, blah blah blah, overlap. Which makes sense why it's not showing. Okay, maybe it doesn't spawn then, because it has to cast to a Lyra character. So if that fails, I imagine it's not gonna spawn. But I also don't know why that would fail. So wait, yeah, no, it means it did fail. Weird. I'm not having a great day today with this shit. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, what is with my programming ability today? Have we... Alright, let's try something else and try to do it on when the pawn avatar is set. What the actual hell? Okay, we might call this cope, but I genuinely think that my Unreal Engine is bugged out. Okay, what's the issue? Right? Why is the cast failing? Oh no, just... I might just be an idiot. Hold on. Yeah, okay guys, it just turns out I'm an idiot. Like, it's not Unreal Engine, it's just me being bad, right? Haven't really tested if that was the main problem, but I think it is. But yeah, it was me. God damn it, man. I just went and looked stupid for like a whole 5 minutes. But this is the basis of the ability, right? And yeah, it looks a bit stupid right now, but I promise you it's gonna cook in like a minute. Let's see what it looks like zoomed out. All right. So yeah, we just need to get the rotation done properly. And which axis would that be? Y? That shit did not help either. Oh, yeah. I'm just clocking. All right. All this that we're doing here is not going to help because we're then snapping it. So unless I do, yeah, what I got to do after is set rotation, relative rotation, and then do the Y and do -90. And I think that should give us our overlap properly. Okay, this is better. We just now need to... And the Z, would that be -90 or 90 degrees? I think it's 90 degrees. And that shit did not help either. It must be the X. This part is generally just trial and error, but we should... Again, I'm getting the rotation ridiculously wrong. Like this. Yeah, it's weird, but I can't really know which axis it rotates to. Like you would think this is the Z. It's like you can see it tilt. So I think the tilt is the Z. But yes, we'll make it teleport. I don't really see why it's tweaking out like this. All right, let's go in the character and see where the head is supposed to be actually. Or at least what axis does the head rotation, because this is a bit weird. That's what coding is like, lol. Keep bashing your head on the keyboard till it works. It's always trial and error. That's the thing, like I would have thought something as easy as this that I've done possibly like 20 times by now I should know how to do, but I'm still making mistakes, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get to that bashing my head stage soon. Dog, who needs this many bones? This is getting to me. Head. Alright, there we go. Let's see the axis. Well, clearly this must be wrong because the Y is like the green one. Y is supposed to be the roll, right? So you turn your head this way. Z is supposed to be the pitch, and X is supposed to be the, which one is the yaw again? I've forgotten. But it's not really the case here, is it? If I turn them all to 0. Oh, brother, Unreal Engine, you are beefing with me today. Or is it just my knowledge? I think it's just my knowledge. Right, so yeah, it's like we get to this, and this is our starting point. Hello? 0. So if we put 45, we can see exactly which way this is going. And I think it's going to go forwards at an angle of 45 degrees, right? This is actually not the way. This is what? Okay, so we don't want to mess with the Y then. Let's do 45 degrees here. Unreal Engine got beef. Unreal Engine be throwing hands. Doesn't be throwing hands, be throwing errors at you, man. Be throwing crashes and errors. How many crashes are we gonna predict today? What is this? Which one is gonna work? Which one is gonna work, guys? We need to add some like more interesting animations here, but then what was the issue when I was doing minus 90? I can't believe it. We might have it solved. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna be the field of things that gets yeah, that gets chilled in these little new suction ability that we're coming up with. But now it doesn't really rotate with the head, which is one issue. But I don't know if it really needs to. Oh, that's jarring. Yeah, I think we can turn this off now. Or yeah. Literally an analog horror man globe head incident 1987. I'm need to search that up because I have no clue what you're talking about. Does it rotate? I'm not gonna worry about that bit now. I think I'm just going to keep this as it is and say, okay, that's a win. We got that working. So let's turn this back to hidden. And then we say when we activate it, we show it, and then we go back to hidden. So yeah. Oh, we can already see, like, I still don't know why our character jumps to the left when we use this ability. But yeah, now we got the timing down. You know what, like, I feel like we're gonna encounter something today where I just don't solve it, and I promise you tomorrow I'm gonna go on it and within 10 seconds just solve it. Because the amount of times this happens that, like, maybe it's just because I'm streaming, I just like forget about something, or I don't know. Oh wait, we don't need that actually. This is not what we need to be looking at. This is what we need to be looking at. Alright, so it only affects the upper body. And we disable the leg IK so we can move. What the fuck? The worst part is it does push us up, right? If we set this to like a ridiculous number, it pushes us up. But for some reason, it also takes us left and right too. Right, let's set this to 4,000. See, like, it takes us up the way we want to. So, you know, the question is just what's going on. This kind of looks like a worse version of his heat vision. Alright, but let's not worry about things like that. Let's just focus on what's important. We need to now start doing things like the grouping effect. So what's going to happen is that whenever someone touches that little capsule we've been working on for so long now, longer than we should have, we need to compare teams first. Or rather, let's do this. Pass to Lyra character. So if it's the character, we need to get team subsystem. And then we can run it compare teams. With the owner, right? And if they're on different teams, let me see. Context in artwork on Discord. Context. Oh, bro, Yeah, why does that look like it's scary? That looks good though. Like that that's some good filter work. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of incidents, a lot of game development horror moments. All right, different teams. What are we gonna do again? So grouping is kind of hard to do, but it will be well worth it if we can get it right. So there's a few ways. It could be an ability that the character is granted, the enemy is given. There's a few stuff you can do like move to or root motion move to. All right. And also we have to think about damage now. All right, so what we'll do is quickly make an ability to test this out. We'll just call it oh shit, this is a whole nother status effect, but I don't know if we can put it in a status effect. Oof, this is difficult. I will call this one the Blue Justice grouping or something. We need to, is it instigator or something? Get instigator actor. That's not gonna work. This ability is turning out to be more complex than I actually thought. Was that how? Hmm. To be fair, I do miss this kind of challenge. Rather than just like me spending all my time modeling and everything else, I kind of miss being clueless and figuring it out. It's gonna feel bittersweet when we figure this out. That's if we can figure this out. When we're on different teams, how are we going to drag the characters towards us? We need to have an ability on them that's going to move them towards us, or yeah, an ability like this is the perfect thing to use, but it only really works on oh wait, this could work. Apply force to character's movement using index or target data instead of using an actor directly. So this could move us to a position. But where do we get that target data from? We have to send a message to the ability. This is fucking complex. All right. Let's try this 1 second. And we're just gonna put like 0.2 and it's gonna move the guys 800 yeah, it's gonna be a bit dumb, but whatever. I just want to see if it works first. And we need to do another gameplay effect. Gameplay effect for a GE thingy. Quick coding adventure, developer found dead in apartment. These coding side quests, man. These coding side quests. In fact, yeah, y'all are here to call the police on my behalf, man. Because if this gets to me, y'all need to watch out for me real quick. Blue Justice. What do we call this one? Why is naming shit such a struggle? I'm gonna go back and rename these once we're done with the stream. Just put infinite, and we'll apply a component that grants the ability, and that ability we just made is the one that floats them upwards, which is grouping. We really should make this a status effect. All right. So if the guy's on a different team, we're gonna get our character. We're gonna get ability system, and we're gonna apply gameplay effect to target. And the target gameplay effect is grouping. Target is, we need to get there one. Get ability system component. And let's make this a handle. So right now it's only going to be able to get one person. I'll just put handles. Let's make this an array. Oh, I don't want to fucking see that. We are so going to be able to do this. We are so going to be able to do this. I also need to do some redesign for Blue Justice, right? Ugh, fucking controller. I haven't done controller in a while. Like, this shit is broken. There's no way to even go into the... Yikes. How do we even activate the abilities here? This... Why are they all L? Oh, is this how you guys play Marvel Rivals? You're like... What the fuck? How is that the emote button? What the hell? Alright. What? I wonder what the keybinds for Marvel Rivals are, like, so I can copy them, just so we can do controller for the gameplay when it launches, right? I could probably go in and like go to options, gameplay. We do not seem to have a lot of thingy keys for this. It's fine, I'll have to look at these in a second anyway. But yeah, I had a controller plugged in playing Rivals and it started vibrating while using the normal attack and it fell off the table. Damn, that is way too much in terms of, like, they don't need to do it for normal attacks. That's a bit insane for them. All right, that's enough controller shenanigans. Let's move to what we were actually needing to do. What were you trying to check? Yeah, let's probably not have him fly that high. Since this really doesn't want to work, we are just going to ignore it for now. It's going to look so lame. Like, it's actually going to look so lame, but did absolutely nothing to them. I think what I want is for you to go into a grouping status effect and then a chilled one later. So it's really going to be two statuses. All right, so let's see where we're going wrong. Let's make sure we're actually getting some collision first, so we're hitting the people that we need to hit. Okay, so we are hitting someone. Who are we hitting? The moving dummy. Yeah. So second thing I guess we can try is seeing if this ability works. Oh, I know why it doesn't work. We need to change it to on spawn. And we should probably change this to server initiated too. Let's get rid of this breakpoint. There we go. So they all moved to the same location. Guys, that wasn't actually too far from what we want to get to. The question is, how are we going to get them to move where we want them to though? So my idea is that we spawn this ability from an event, right? I hate making an event should just not use it, but let's try it. So if we go to our heroes and we go to Blue Justice Ultimate, nope, we want to make a new one, call it Chilling Justice dot, I don't know, attract or something. So that's what's going to spawn this ability. Now what we need to do is have it like this. We have our instigator here and we need to get target. All right. I think this might work. I think this might work. I'm actually feeling optimistic about this. The question is, how do we... Yeah, so how do we get them to actually do this? Let's see if we do attract. That's an event. Make gameplay event data, blah, blah, blah. We put this into instigator into here. This shit might look really dumb first, but Okay, that shit just did not work. Maybe we'll do it when the event is received and have this data go into here instead, and have our event be what is it called? Attract. So it's almost kind of like a passive ability, right? That way, if we want to constantly recall it, we should be able to. Okay. I thought that shit was gonna crash. If it was doing this, then it means that I'm guessing there's no instigator, right? So I don't know. Let's take a look at this. If it's going to 000, then there's definitely no instigator here. Yeah, 000. If we look at the instigator, it's not even trying. Ah, one more try. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is what's calling, actually triggering the ability, right? Because otherwise, it's just not going to do anything. Right. So without that, it doesn't move. This is where I mean, this is what I mean when I say like things are acting up weird today. Or maybe I've just forgotten about this shit a bit, but all right. So without this, it doesn't trigger the ability or the effect that we're looking to trigger. Let's bring these back into here. And you see that we passed the guy into instigator, right? But am I missing this or something like this? But when we go into grouping, we get nothing for instigator. I am absolutely being gaslit today. What is this? This is valid. Can we get target data from, like, is there a way to send in target data from the ability? No, there's no way. Oh, I think we got a new follower. Thanks, Harry Hoodie, for the follow. Appreciate it. I need to have my Twitch stream manager back on, because I feel like I'm like streaming blind at this point. I cannot tell what's going on. But one more time. Help me out here, Unreal Engine. do you guys keep going? Okay. The instigator is valid. Otherwise, it would have given us a breakpoint. I feel like I'm about to have a breakthrough. So that must mean that the instigator isn't a actor then. No, it's an actor. Never mind. It says actor object. So what the actual what's going on? What? Unless we're instigating into our player state, which I think that's the issue. It must be either going to the controller or to the player state. I think I made the same mistake I did earlier. Yeah, it's going to the player state. The player state is always a 000. This is the what, like fourth time I've just done something idiotic. I'm really doubting my ability today. This is insane. Okay, so when we do the chill and justice move and we spawn the frost breath thingy, we need to make the owning actor, or maybe we do the instigator. Yeah, it makes more sense to have instigator as a pawn, but the player state owns the ability. I think that makes sense. So instead, when we actually spawn the thingy, the frost breath thing, we're gonna do get instigator. And we're gonna have that as, yeah, probably should have. All right, guys, this is it. It's gonna work perfectly fine, no issues. It's gonna bring them straight to us. Are we ready? Oh, okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. I think the range is kind of busted, but get back here, boy. Okay. Why did he go running back? All right, let's try that again. This shit is so laggy. What if we try it behind the stairs? I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense happening behind stairs, but I don't know. We could... We could optimize the ability later on, right? The important thing, though, is that it's working and we can continue with this. So obviously we want to do some damage to them. This lasts way too long. To be fair, we don't need to go through the whole animation to like complete the ability, because the point is to bring them in close and then you can start like throwing hands with them. We don't need to wait. It just feels like a drag if it just waits for the whole thing to be finished. So we could just take off this uncompleted, and here we can have deactivate and then end ability. And when it activates, we also commit ability too. Actually, we're not going to do that for now, so we have infinite cooldowns. Yeah, that was a lot better. All right, I think another thing that we're going to do is turn this into a full status effect, because then it's going to give us a lot more option. Oh my god. Wait. We already have one. We have chilled. Oh, but chilled lost. No, this could work. This could be sick. All right. Let's copy this. That's in here. And let's get rid of this and put, I don't know, let's just put chilled instead. So even though chilled will be running whenever we get this attract message, it's going to pull us towards blue justice. So all we need to do, yeah, we already changed it to chill here, haven't we, in the gameplay effect. Okay, this is enough of this lo-fi shit. Like, just, I don't know, find a random song. This shit is depressing. What the hell was that? I think okay, it blocks abilities. I don't know if we want to do that. We definitely don't want to block abilities when we do chilled. So I guess instead of using the one we did, instead of using this one, we just want to use the one we used to have in the normal effect, and then we can just focus on the damage, then the visuals, and then we could almost be fucking done with this. Damn, what was it? Debuff blue justice slow. I think this was it. I have a good feeling about this one, but knowing how things go, there's always going to be issues with this. Okay, it worked. Oh, I think I know why it looks glitchy, right? Huh, okay. So my theory is that it's doing this over and because it's doing it over and over. It's doing it over and over again because it happens on the overlap, right? So if a character is already moving towards a thingy, we don't want to actually move them again. So let's try doing a variable of hit actors, right? So we actually will use add unique so we don't have to check each time. And if we already have them in the array, then we can do this. If not, there's no point like doing that again. So hopefully, yikes, this is a laggy mess today. This is so laggy. Nope, it still looks just as bad. Maybe we can make the duration a lot shorter, right? Oh, that was good. That was good. But it seems to be stunning them, and I've already said, like, don't stun. I don't know why it's stunning them. But I think maybe because it cancels abilities, that's why it kind of stuns them. Let's see, which one is it? Chill. What a sneaky bitch. That was a good move. Alright. I'm gonna set up my thingy. I need to take some passive shots and everything. That works pretty well. I think the last thing we'll do is give it a cooldown. And this ability now, it seems a lot stronger. So I think I want to give it... No, we forgot to give it damage. Okay, this is what I'll do for chilled. I don't know, every 0.3 seconds, it will do... this is bad. Okay, let's forget about that. We sort of want to damage over time while the actor is inside the thing. So I'm trying to think of how we could do that. Probably in here. We could... Every, I don't know, half a second, we do... I don't know, 0.1, we'll do 12 damage or something like that. So let's get our damage execution up. 0 damage. This isn't actually the gameplay effect we want to track. I'm gonna the debuff thingy, and then we're gonna use group or something. So we want to track the group one, but we don't want to track the... Yeah, we want to track the group one, but we don't want to track the chilled effect. So the way I think it should work, like, did it fucking just insta kill him? Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Okay, we want to make sure that this doesn't stack too. But I think the last thing we have to do is get our on end and deactivate to ruin the, or to stop the thing. So let's figure that out. Actually, no, we don't really need to. We can just do on the deactivate. We can do clear. For each loop, and then we can just remove I think we need to get the gameplay system, gameplay ability system. Damn, how do you do this again? There should be a way to remove the effect by handle, but I don't think this is gonna work. Because it's looking for it on the owner, right? Yeah, it's not gonna work at all. But I just... Jesus Christ, the damage this does is basically a death sentence at this point. But yeah, I wanted to put this up, quickly record some random footage from time to time. Might as well start doing it. Y'all don't know how expensive this shit was. Just a screen mirror. This shit cost like £60. Just so I can see what's on the other side of my phone. So let's put this up. And I've been dumb as hell and forgot I need to screen pair it first. How are we going to get the damage thing to actually work? This is insane. I'm overusing that word. Sorry. This is insanely hard to figure out right now. So yeah, I have this shit here, and then we can see what's on the screen here, which is me just twice. So I can pop that here. All right, and then where's the record button? Cool. It's tilted. And also the zoom is horrible, but I think I'll just maybe do a couple angles. Let's see if we can figure out this some more. We'll make a custom event. It's gonna take in an actor. I think the easiest way is just to remove it by class, active effects, by source effects. Yeah. We need the instigator ability system, but that's easy enough for us to get because we quite literally have the instigator ability system right here. So our source effect is the grouping damage. So instead of clearing this right away, actually let's remove all this. And then we can clear our handles. And then we can clear our hit actors too. Alright, I think that makes sense. So we just take the gameplay effect, we remove it. That way it shouldn't do too much damage. Or it shouldn't do continuous damage. Okay, that sort of worked. But it's still doing way too much damage, like... Okay, so every half a second it will do 12 damage. I think that should be better. Okay, I think since everything's working, let's actually test this in game and see what this is like. The cooldown 8 is 8, seems about right anyway. File, recent levels, and let's go to a hero test. I think that's enough recording. Alright, this music really is terrible. I'll get back to the gameplay in 1 second. Let me put some better streaming music up. Oh, well, alright, just getting bombarded here. The ability didn't even activate or deactivate. But it is dealing damage, just not a lot of damage. What is going on? All right, let's. When the ability ends, we definitely need it to, whether it's cancelled or something like it did last time, we still need to end the overlap. I think I should have some sweets somewhere. I'm feeling a bit hungry for some reason now. All right. Yeah, that worked well. Oh my god, we just pulled him aside. Yo, okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't always look as an ability, but Jesus Christ, we're getting bombarded. Oh, that's perfect. They were all grouped up for me anyway. And I missed the fucking... That's lame. One piece of candy per finished script. Oh my god. What is this behavioral training system, man? I said this reward punishment system. I mean, it is a... I do kind of use that stuff. What is going on? Why is this so laggy? I'll be doing shit like, oh, one Ben and Jerry's for a stream or something like that. Or one Domino's pizza per YouTube video. So, you know what? You might be onto something. This is ridiculously laggy. So let's make it worse by going into the fully developed map. And where do I put the fucking sweets? There it is. All right. Let's try this shit in the back cave. While we load, I'm gonna try. Oh, I went to fucking... Don't do that shit. Guys, being a content creator is the worst thing ever. Ah, kill me. I will, I guess, wait. Rapid, why can't you... Ugh. I'm just gonna keep pressing shift. Oh, for God's sake. Why is it so laggy today? Okay, it looks like it's not stopping their abilities, but for some reason they just choose not to like walk when we use the ability on them. But we know that like we've set it not to. And I'm out of frame. Shit is so annoying. I'm gonna try and not interrupt the gameplay and just set this up to... Every time I say it, it goes to different camera modes. Oh my god. Have mercy on me. Just stay. Just actually stay. God damn it. Because my thing is, I'm trying to get more shots for like YouTube videos and everything, right? So I feel like I'm trying to kill multiple birds with one stone. At this point, I'm just not killing shit. We have the laggiest stream I've ever had, and like, I gotta say, it feels like a more tactical ability rather than just like throwing that random piece of wind. Like, you actually have to think about this a little bit. But it does really work well with the character's kit. We fucking missed. Embarrassing. Alright. Let me try again. Seems like I'm in frame. Alright, we can go for now. Why would you pop the... What? What the hell? Wait, I'm confused. Was she in the spawn? How did we receive that? This doesn't make any... What? How did she pop the ult and we got that shit in the spawn area when she was here? Yeah, let's just dip in. Damn, he is using this ability. Oh, for God's sake. I am feeling this ability, but I don't know if the implementation is good enough yet. But I think I like it more than the dash a little bit. It's more, it feels more consistent to me. Oh. Okay, I need to be reminded that we need to destroy the ability when we despawn. Otherwise, we're just gonna have leftover stuff. This must look like a laggy mess. And it actually kind of is at this point. But I'm sort of happy with how that turned out. I think we need to decrease the time. The time that it's active, right? And then Let's try this in the hero gym instead of doing a full match. Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. The ability is good. It doesn't do enough damage to like really piss anyone off, I think. But they are really fighting me. They're really throwing hands. Even though it's a practice mode, they just go all out, and I can't really think of a way to tell them to chill the hell out. So it does, maybe I need to decrease or increase the speed a little bit. This does like what it does, or it works well enough, but I feel like when the head is turning down, I still see the what's it called, the overlap. And while we're here, let's just turn this off. Why did they just stand still after it? Like, they can move. Oh shit, that was a pretty good combo. I'm saying the timing of this feels super long. How have I not built up my ultimate enough? What? We've been attacking them for like 5 minutes. Does it really take that long to build up an ultimate? Let me get the oh. Why is it taking so alright? Ah, these stuns are so annoying. All right, that must have been visually displeasing to look at because of how fucking um laggy it kind of is. But I think gameplay wise, it works sort of well. So I'm not going to stress it too much. Oh God, why is every piece of technology failing me today? Okay, sorry, my YouTube stream whatever just went off. But yeah, I think everything is making sense so far and it's working, and I think it's an upgrade to the ability we've had before. So I'm gonna try this one more time. Actually, I'll try in the other map. So I think the next thing we need to do is really just work on the effects, and then that's basically a wrap on this ability, which is taking me 2 hours to do. I feel like an ability this simple shouldn't have taken me this long, but let's just say I'm rusty or something. Actually, you know what? He seems to be running pretty fast for someone who's been chilled. But the timing of the ability feels a lot better. So one more thing. Guess we don't need this or to show this. We could start with a static mesh that does the effect. So if we have something like this and have it go down to the end of the like wind tunnel, right? Oh, this almost looks so good. I think something's off with the UVs a little bit, making it just weird, but it looks like a nice place to start. What the hell? Oh, I know what happens. It has collision on it. My bad. I mean, it does look like a wind vortex, but I think the issue is the visibility is just not great. So we might have to do quite a lot of things to get this working properly. Well, at least get this looking right. Because having it be like a vortex makes sense. It's maybe probably going the wrong way in my opinion, but I think you should bring this game to Steam whenever you're finished. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna try. I think I need to get my first Steam game, but I want to do that when I get co-op into the game properly. Or at least a better multiplayer. And I opened up the wrong thing, blood. Wind speed. Hmm. 96. Wind definitely needs to be going the other way. Let's just put it where it belongs and see if we can figure this out. The last thing we need to do, I guess, instead of doing the capsule, we need to set actor visibility. Actually, hidden is a lot better. Set actor hidden in game. So when we activate it, it's hidden. When we deactivate, not when it's, yeah, when we deactivate it, or when we activate it, it's no longer hidden. We deactivate it, we have a new hidden. All right, let's see if this. The effect barely shows up though, so we're probably gonna have to. The problem is I don't think it should be used that often, right? Like once every 8 seconds feels like it's not that impressive of an ability anyway to justify me nerfing it so early, but oh, this lag is absolutely unreal today. I guess no pun intended. Maybe Unreal Engine joke-ish. We can see. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to put the texture in. Ugh. Nothing's more annoying than these stream bots. But wind. Okay, yeah, if we up the power. And let's make this like bluish so it actually looks like a ice attack, right? And of course, oh no, it's particle color, but we're not using particles for this, so we're just gonna plug this into base. Don't crash on Unreal Engine. This is the easy shit. Do not crash. I think what we're gonna have to do is have some of those blue shockwave things going in as well. I don't want to reuse the same asset so much. Then the other problem is that it's attached to the head, so it never actually really looks good attached to the head. I think we're going to remove it and just estimate it where it is on the mouth. But we might have to do a lot of work for this. It said, hello and Ainsley, hey, what's up? How you doing? I probably butchered the pronunciation, but I'm good. Today we're just reworking an ability for our Superman character. And set location, that's the one. Yeah. And it's going, I want to say, it's going better now, but at the start it was absolutely terrible. Let's just set this to root and about 180 above. So we're trying to give him a ice breath attack. It's like it groups people together and then it freezes them or it chills them or something. Something like this. But now it's not attached to us. So what's going on here? Oh shit, we need to set a relative location. Set relative. Oh, what did I put? 80? About there. Yeah. It feels a bit late to be recreating a character's ability because I had most of this guy's moveset figured out a long time ago, but oh, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. Chilling Justice. That name, the name of that move is so good. Am I a developer or something? I mean, I'm a hobbyist developer for sure, not a professional at all. Let's give this a. And we need to try this at other angles or something. We can just see. This is where we kind of run into problems. Let's bring this back. Yeah, so I've been doing game development for 6 years now, but this is just kind of the first game I'm properly putting out. so he's like sucking in air and that brings people to him. Yeah, but not only that, but it's also freezing and sucking in the heat too, thus creating the chilling effect. Because I really couldn't find anything that had like a good frost breath animation, but yeah, this is our second issue, is that it doesn't rotate towards where we are looking at. So how do we... Question is, how are we going to get it to rotate to where we're looking at? Back here. Ugh. Perhaps while in the air, it works more like a freeze, but doesn't pull them in. Let's see. I think why I sort of want to do a freeze, because imagine like there was more flying characters in the game. This crowd control would be perfect for them if you could just like go in there and then pull them towards you. Obviously, there's some range issues, so I think that's why I really want to have it freeze them, but I don't know. But yeah, I think the inspiration we had last time we streamed, was it day before yesterday, or was it yesterday? No, it wasn't day before yesterday. But yeah, it really like having a day to like cook on the idea was pretty good, and the name and everything. I think I need to update it in the characters file or something. Yeah, it's still called Compressed Air Punch, which just sucks. That's the name. It just, ugh, yuck. So we need to go through that and change that. Chill Injustice is, yeah, we're definitely using Chill Injustice. It's so good. How have I think if I attach it to the spine, that might actually be a little bit better. Speaking of spine, mine is absolutely fucked from both work and not having a real gamer chair to sit on. Oh, I don't have any space for this shit. Like, if I have to sit like this is the only way that I'm fully comfortable, but I look stupid as hell. I'm gonna do some more recording while I'm at it. Alright, so I believe, what were we trying to do? Yeah, we want to rotate it to the spine too. This is the grouping effect. We don't need this now. So we can move it at the spine, which moves at a lot. It moves at a faster rate, but we can drop the the relative rotation to about 30, and it should align with the face. Doesn't think it wants to do any of that. I mean, the last thing that I can think of to do is to constantly do a bunch of ray traces to where the guy is looking at, where you're looking at, and then rotate it towards. And mm, it just doesn't feel very performant. You know what I mean? Like, I think there should be a better way to do this, but I guess it's better to get something working first and then focus on the optimization later. So we'll just do that. So we're gonna create an event called update overlap rotation. Set control rotation here or something like that. We could set relative rotation. And then we want to get the local controller and set that as the relative rotation. So where is our controller? Shit. I doubt this would work off rip. We also need to add 90 degrees to it. All right, so let's give this another try. I think this should at least track with our rotation a little. I didn't set anything. I'm so silly. Okay, so 0.01 feels right enough. Loop in, convert this to a variable, call it tracking, and then we need to clear it. Oh, the amount of work I have to do for something that should be meaningful is so annoying. Clear and invalidate time over handle. There we go. I mean, that wasn't bad. Just the rotation is a little bit off, but otherwise it wasn't bad at all. Let's start by not even messing with the rotation a bit. Well, I guess we'll have to test it a few times. So let's skip the commit ability. Should I just add 0? Let's make life easier for ourselves. What? I just find it hard to see the functionality in having to bring people up while flying rather than just freeze them in place. But the issue is that, well, the effect doesn't freeze, it just slows down people. I think I don't want to freeze because we already have enough stuns in the game. So it's about chilling people rather than, it's about slowing them down and getting them into a place you can fight them rather than thingy. So you'll see when I get into the gameplay, but the thing about bringing people up while flying is I'm just using it for testing sake though. So I'm just You wouldn't have to. Whether you want to do that or not is up to you gameplay wise, but I just want to make sure it's working and it's the best way for me to do it. Oh my god, imagine if they took 4 damage. I mean, I guess if you were at the edge of a map, right, you could just like that and sort of just sort of take them out like that, right? Yeah, so I think we need to use mostly the Z-axis. I know that constantly setting the rotation and shit on transform is just a bit bad for performance and stuff like that, but I think it's forward vector that we need to use. Oh yeah, I don't know if we saw, we fixed a lot of the issues with Queen Flora. I can't remember if you were here earlier in the stream, but these now go off after 15 seconds. So one of them should be going off soon. And I've also worked with the visuals, so it should be a lot less cluttered. And same with the alt, I've done what I can to make it less distracting and everything. It's just now why is it on cooldown? It's weird. But yeah, now I don't know, I think it's far better. I'm wasting my phone storage. If it's consistently behind us, then that's actually not that much of a problem. guess I need to see what these vectors actually are before I can see what we're trying to do. Would it work if I just times it by 100? Like, I know that's not proper vector maths, but we're getting around the values that we want anyway. Yeah, it does a little bit of damage. So it takes them to about, what is it? How much damage does it do? I think it does about 60 damage in total. So it doesn't really do enough to kill anyone, but it brings them closer. Pair it with the dash and you've got like, because I'm trying to get it so it's kind of a move you use to combo into people and stuff like that. You either use it to start combos or end them. Forward vector is good, but how do we get it to rotate to that point? At 100, it's just kind of bad, but these values are way too low. Forward vector to rotation. Yeah, this is how you get the forward vector. Just make rotation from X, and that gives you the forward vector. But that's not just what we need yet. Alright, so if we just do some functions here to get it to look to where it needs to go. I feel like I'm missing something stupidly obvious, but yeah, it only seems to line up if you're doing it sort of that way. But it's not consistent at all. And of course, it wouldn't be consistent. It's relative, isn't it? We need set worlds. They get sent flying, man. Maybe it needs some fall damage, right? But this looks like it's working properly. So if we go to the night cave and we test this out. Oh yeah, I forgot to say a small texture update as well to the night cave. I took more inspiration from the dungeons of the Hindenburg or Hildeberg game with their art style. I had to match it a bit. But there's so many bugs to fix. But this shit, he's stunned. Yeah, I saw what you mean with Spider-Man. I think it can be used like that. That's what I was trying to envision it like too. I forgot to put the cooldown back on it, isn't it? It's like no matter what I do with Queen Flora, she always just makes the stadium look, or the arena look, so much more messy. But it is significantly better than what it was. Where's... Damn. These stuns are getting outrageous. Like, they're actually so annoying. But yeah, you see what I mean? It's got like good combo potential. Or at least if I was more careful, it would have better combo potential. And we can just grab him from the air like that. Damn, where did they go? Oh, am I just blind? Whoa, wasted ult. Bloody hell, this is laggy. Now that I think about it, the next healer also had to have some kind of passive way to heal people, because it would be a pain in the ass to heal bots you aren't even sure would eliminate an opponent. I guess to some degree there will be a passive. I think every healer in Marvel Rivals has like a passive way to heal people, except for maybe Lunarstorm. But I was more thinking like I noticed that like for characters like Loki, you could shoot at them and it would heal. It would heal your teammates, right? If you shoot and you hit your teammates. So I think I'd add a little bit of that, maybe an AoE ability. Okay, we're still getting cooked. That way you're always doing some healing and then like an actual dedicated heal ability. Alright, we keep on putting these characters in wars. It's actually crazy. I think it should be like Mantis where it's healing over time. Yeah, I think it'll probably be something like Ultron or... So, yeah. I was thinking Ultron, right? You could just... Because I like that, okay, it's got the range ability and everything, and you can just set it to a different character. We totally wasted that ability. Oh my god, 21-5. What are they even doing? Like, if your magic character was a healer and they do a healing spell. Jeez. Oh, we're rooted. That's why it's moving so slowly. Yeah, I need to play a lot more games before we come up with that. Like, I realized that my Queen Flora character is really inspired by this one character in Grand Blue Fantasy, but I need to look at some other hero shooters and see what they've come up with. And then like maybe I need to like watch or like Justice League Dark or read some Constantine comics or something, Zatanna or something, just so I can come up with like more interesting healing spells or so. It's gonna take a lot to really... What are you talking about? To really make this ability look a lot better, but I think I have time to work on that. I want to add some shockwave rings going around it, or going in, so it looks like it's going into the thing a lot better. Is there a sound effect for his breath? Nope. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I haven't done that shit. I guess those are basically the last few things we have left. And I forgot to put the YouTube chat up too. I keep losing this shit. Yeah, let's work on the effects a little bit and the sound effects, and I was hoping to get more done, but I forgot how quickly it takes to make an ability and shit like that. Me, and while we're here, let's just change this. So like, I don't know if Superman has a similar power, but it's not that this guy is outright like just spitting out ice, but it's more of a heat control ability, but like reversed. So it's like Blue Justice inhales. Coming up with an ability text is so weird. I was gonna say Blue Justice inhales copious amounts of air, removes the heat, causing a chilling effect. We can say Blue Justice inhales the surrounding air creating a vacuum effect and blowing down. Oh wait, inhales the surrounding air and absorbs the heat. He inhales with his frosty breath, bringing enemies to him and slowing them down. Close, close. He's not just inhaling with the frosty air, but he's making the air frosty by also inhaling the heat too. So it's like a flash freezing ability, right? So add that, bring in enemies to him and slowing them down. Alright, so we could try, let's read this out. Blue Justice inhales the surrounding air and absorbs the heat, freezing the... I don't want to use the air twice. Let's use cooling, yeah. Cooling. Or we could do creating a vacuum and cooling effect. I actually like what you have. Maybe add creating a chilling vac. Oh, that's bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Yeah, I think we'll add. Let's try that. Creating a chilling vacuum. I think all vacuums are chilling anyway. I don't know. That pulls enemies towards him and slows them down. Okay. Blue Justice inhales the surrounding air and absorbs the heat, creating a chilling vacuum that pulls enemies towards him and slows him down. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. If we have any variations of that, I think you can drop them and I'll have a look at them. Yeah, once I'm done in the stream, I'll write them down somewhere so we always have some to remember. Let's work on the effect. You gotta add the ing to surrounding. Did I miss it? Oh my god, yeah, Jesus Christ, how did I miss something that badly? Ah, shit, I forgot to change the camera again. Let's do this. I think I'm just gonna plug this here. This is why I can't really see the Twitch chat today, and I have to, what's it called, rely on the mixer chat, which is just AIDS and it's so slow. Blue Justice uses the refreshing power of fucking orbit gun. Right? Extra ice chill flavor to freeze the air and attract enemies with this shiny bright smile. That's good. Oh yeah. Pray for me, gang. This is what's been happening. This content creation shit is jarring. Alright, we don't need this. We already can see what's going on. Fuck's sake. How it feels to chew 5 gum roll. Oh my god, I can't have shit, can I? It's cool, guys. I guess you're in the video. This isn't even a remotely good angle, but it is what it is. So, anyone. I bet I look stupid from that point of view. Like, it just looks pretty bad. What are we feeling for a cooldown for this anyway? I need to apply it, but I might just leave it at 8 seconds. It gives you enough time to wait for you to reuse it and everything. We already have that projectile that he does, right? NS Blue Justice. I think I'm gonna try have the playtest out by next week. So yeah, then we can really give it a try then. Do Justice, or would it be 2 weeks time? Let's say next week. And then we call it Chilling Justice in Hell. All we need to do really is just reverse the flow of what we're doing here. Let's lock this out. So I'm telling myself I'm gonna get a professional camera if I can finish this making my game in 30 days content series or whatever, which is why I'm kind of looking into this. But I don't want to like I don't want to buy a like £1,000 camera or something like that and still not end up making content. I want to be stable at it. Oh, we should just why does this look so shit? Like, oh, this is the melee blast. I really should pick the one that stays, but it's fine. Alright, we'll add the spawn rate. We actually need to spawn it about 800 away. And then just reverse the velocity, so minus 1.8. And then we could probably reverse the size too, right? Give it a bigger lifetime. And I guess we just need to make it blue. This is not icy blue. It needs to be like chilled icy blue. I guess that's fine. All right, let's put this on Yeah, we have like quite a lot of space, and it doesn't seem vibrant enough. Let's. Because it needs to go all the way back to where this is. So I think we can give it a lot more momentum. I personally think you should add the snowflake particles that you created. Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Right. Let's see how this is looking for now though. I think it's fine. Let's add the snowflakes. So something like this should do. If it feels really noisy, we could make this a lot lighter. Because I think now it might be getting super noisy. Wow, it's laggy today. It does look like a frost breath. It looks right. I think we need to wait till we see the other guy use it, if they have another Blue Justice too. I think it looks good. Whoa, how did I get chilled? He didn't do shit. What a fucking twat. Look at him. Oh, for God's sake. How has he done that twice in basically the same spot? You know what I mean? It's another good like way to just isolate characters and just take them to the side and fight them or something. But I think maybe the range might be too much though. But I think that's another thing that we'll see when we're testing the game. Oh my god, how annoying. Oh my god, what a twat. I think we need to add some kind of stun protection to some of these ults. Because you just get like pulled out of it. That was so jarring. Yeah, I'm just gonna add an is valid to this because I don't know why it's throwing up so many errors. But yeah, so the last thing we need to make is a sound for it, I guess. I'm going to turn off the music temporarily while we work on it, or probably fully anyway. Let me move this out of the way. Get the fourth and final shot that I need. Alright, so we already have an ice pack anyway, so we should be able to easily find the sound. Oh, but we have to make a gameplay cue for it and everything. This probably looks weird if you can't fully see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to tighten this tripod. There we go. And I've lost the thingy. So we'll just put sound cue, blue, justice, chilling, justice. Damn, where's my thingamajig gone? There it is. As you can see, this shot is still like, it's not even good. But this thing just saves me so much time because I don't have to like now turn around, just face that here. And it still looks terrible. It's alright, guys. One day I'll learn how to, this whole content creation thing will be natural. So we could do a, it's gonna record anyway with it not being that great. Cool. So we could start with a what do you start with in this shit anyway? Wave player, that's it. And then we should have an ice anyway. Remember, the effect only lasts for like 0.5 or half a second, basically. So a lot of these are just way too long. Maybe this one. Plug this in. Put our attenuation class to something like grenade, so it's quite loud. No, we don't want to override it. I just needed to make sure it was loud enough for me to hear. All right. I guess we need to make a new, what's it called? Notify. Do we want to add a camera shake to it? That could be like a good. Like a small camera shake. The gameplay queue. Heroes, Blue Justice. I guess we still have it on the projectile punch, but yeah, we might need to make a new one. Chilling Justice, and we're gonna pull it burst. Just copy this to make it easy. I guess the easiest way to do it would be to here when we execute it. We don't really need any of these parameters. We just need to get Lyra character info. And oh shit, I'm kind of tired now. We will be able to hear the sounds. Okay, yeah. The last thing is it's not high enough, right? It feels like it's spawning in from like our stomach or something like that. So we just need to raise it a little bit more. Where is it at? About 100 should be fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll turn off the music. It's jarring me anyway. Okay, so it's at 100. We are not gonna have time to change Blue Justice Mesh. Well, no, it's only been 3 hours, but like it does sound like ice. It really needs to be raised up a lot more. The center of it is still not the thingy. Let's say 140. Oh, we also have to compensate for the animation. The fact that the flying animation makes her height a little bit taller too. But that looks a lot better. I also need to make I realize like our Green Lantern character needs to be able to fly too. Well, at least doesn't need to. I need to remove that. But should be able to fly too. I'm thinking either a Doctor Strange like flight, but I've already done that for Superman. So I might do a Star-Lord type flight as well. And to be fair, I want to do a Star-Lord type flight where I can give him like um rocket boots, or sorry, like a jetpack that he makes out of a construct. Given the ability to glide, I still need to figure that one out myself. We are still going to lose this duel. Come on, come on, come on. We're so there. Alright. Oh, that chill was well timed. Another flying tank. No, but it needs to be done though. A Green Lantern that doesn't fly is like it's. I don't know if it will feel right if he doesn't fly. You know. Yeah, it's crazy that we have two. It's not a good start. Yeah, she has in the stun. Oh, come on. I'm barely in range. How did that even work? He said, okay, okay, now hear me out. All right, I'm listening. Yeah, I don't think we noticed the camera shake that much. Yeah, it must be really minor then. You can fly up into the air and you can put your shields down on the field. So as Green Lantern, you could play a top-down strategy game for a couple of seconds before going back down. I do kind of see that in like a Magneto given a shield type of way. Would be cool. But it depends what type of shields we end up going with. Let's say locked in with this and the key. Yeah, I really thought we could reach him from here. It's weird. I'm sure how many flying or how many tanks could fly or levitate some. It's literally just Doctor Strange, and that's only like some short levitation. I think if we want to do him flying and we want to give him mobility, then we have to decrease his damage. That's the only way we could reasonably have a flying tank that doesn't do too much. Bloody hell, this is so laggy. To be fair, Star-Lord's flight doesn't allow him to shoot. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So it's really just repositioning if it like... Oh god, it's a messy thing because I feel like for Star-Lord it's his left shift ability or something like that. How did I miss that? Twice. Jesus. Okay, now we can't do shit here. Yeah, so maybe if we make him able to fly, but he's more of a tank because he can shield for longer. So like Warrior Woman right now, she doesn't have a lot of health, but her shield makes up for it. And I assume that's a similar thing for like Doctor Strange. I don't think he has like a lot of natural health. Oh, here's a good point. So Venom has crazy mobility and crazy health. So I don't think having what's it called, our Green Lantern fly will be that crazy because Venom is just doing the same type of shit. But I also think I don't think Venom does that much damage. I totally missed him. Well, Venom is more of a diver, Strange is a shield tank. True. Well, again, Strange can fly, so it really just becomes about like the speed at which we let him fly too. Because I don't think we should let him fly as fast as Venom swings. But some type of system with his thing, like having fuel for his flight too, could be a thing we do. Besides just disliking Venom as a character, I don't really see anything wrong with Green Lantern Dive Tank. Oh, we restarted the match. It does this on the thingy. Confirm. Other than that, making him weird since he's supposed to be making stuff with his ring, but then he's just diving people. I mean, that's the thing though, with Green Lantern, he could really play any role, or he could be made into any role. It's just about how you design him. Like, imagine you, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are some Green Lanterns that have more. what's her name? Is it Jessica Cruz or something? But her lantern powers are like summoning spirits. Then you have some who like just choose to do swords or whatever. You could have a DPS Green Lantern, and you could also have a tank one. I just think a tank is more natural for Green Lantern, but how many roles? We have 2 of each role right now, I believe, which means they're actually missing a DPS. Or if we go on with our plans, we're gonna have no, we only have 1 support. Right, yeah, my bad. Yeah, crazy sorcerer second. Ring ability that makes him enter creation-like state, where he either makes things that help him in the front line or gives himself buffs to dive. Hmm. I think getting to choose is cool. Yikes. We are getting mollywopped here. We are so getting mollywopped. I want to try hit that Spider-Man like move where we were talking about earlier, right? But we have to really aim for the right spot when they're near like water or something like that. Basically at the edge of the map. Can't pull them in too much. That did not work. Right, I'm gonna wait a sec and see if we can. And she's gone. She's gonna spawn here. Damn, where did she go? What? Oh, she's here. Well, Wonder Woman's more of a high health DPS than a tank. Oh, he evaded that well. Okay, I'm a dip. Let's. God damn it. These fucking stuns. What are you doing? Go fight. Join the battle. What are you doing? How do you spawn that mid-air? Yeah, yeah, that's another thing. Because of the way the game works, it's like we're trying to give every character DPS options so they're not just stuck like tanking or shielding or whatever. It's like you should be able to win like a free-for-all mode with each character. I think that's a good objective. Or that would be a balanced way, because like with Magneto, I can win free-for-all with Magneto, right? But can you imagine trying to play win free-for-all with Adam Warlock? But I know you can do it with Cloak and Dagger, and I've done it with like Mantis too. Yeah. You get, let's say, 100 ring energy, and using, let's say, E gives you 2 options: either set down a shield for like 40 energy, or use the remaining energy to give yourself bonus health. And let's say for every 10 energy, gives you a damage bonus. It, I do get what you're going for, but it's a lot of playing around that needs to be done, I think. I do want to give him a resource meter, right? What is going on? How do characters keep getting stuck to places, man? This is... Damn. Let's see, a willpower currency like Thor makes sense, but Thor is very uncomplicated. Yeah, okay, I think a willpower, yeah, you're right. A willpower currency could slap or something like that. Having that as a meter and then you get to choose what you kind of spend that on is a good suggestion, but yeah, I guess it really comes down to which type of tank we want to make him, a shielder or a brawler or something like that. Because I don't know, there's a tank that does a bit of both. Realistically, I should like just go and find reference somewhere like far away from even just Marvel Rivals, like somewhere just new. But I don't really know where to go from. Who have I not played in a while? I want to re see my changes to Queen Flora were good. Because we could have even done like you could easily have a DPS, like a Green Lantern version of Iron Man that's a DPS. But instead just give him like different things, like maybe like a giant crossbow or something like that. If you have 3 willpower, creating a wall is 2 willpower, armoring up is 1 willpower, flying is 1. Mm. And then like yeah, you have a way to regenerate it, don't you? Oh my god, I'm missing my shots. That was terrible. I think that kind of works, having a resource meter and tying the abilities to that. And straight into that. Embarrassing. Flash, how do you keep doing that? I fix this glitch every time. How? For the life of me, I don't know what causes that. Maybe it fills up over time and getting a kill is 1 extra willpower. Hmm. Alright, we are getting dominated. We are actually getting dominated. Who's winning on their team? I think it's their Queen Flora. What is happening with the what? I feel like this game is just not ready for release, and if I do, like the only saving grace is that it's an indie game that is a bit too ambitious. Like it's functionally playable, but we're talking like level of polish, still, still quite a lot. Oh my god. Teleport, teleport. Ah, oh, too late. You can always amend it over time after publishing. Yeah, I think that's the thing, but is there a level of polish because one of my artworks snuck into the game? Oh, yeah, I have to get rid of that. I can't lie. It's on my list. I need to replace it to have visual consistency. Like, I wish I could have better artwork for each character, but with how much is going on with redesigns and everything, it's like, wait, I just realized you put caps on that. Do you mean a level of Polish instead? Oh my god, how did I miss that? Oh, for God's sake. That was a lucky kill at the end. We barely. Yikes. I always forget with Queen Flora, like, you could just have none of your turrets out and just use this as like an automatic way to just get kills. Boy, this is so laggy, man. Oh yeah, we're cooked. We are. I could draw portraits for the characters if you want. I think so. Actually, no, we can't do portraits because it's full splash art. I realized. Oh god, everything is so trippy, man. It's yeah, I did full splash arts, so we could just replace. What is going on, brother? Why are we having so many drop frame rates? Oh, we are so losing. I never mind. Got knocked out my ult again. I don't know if that's annoying or if that's good game design, right? Like the amount of times in Marvel Rivals you be preparing your especially characters like Scarlet Witch. Like I love killing the Scarlet Witch mid ult, you know, or hearing Judge, Jury, Executioner, and just shutting them down before they can get through it. Wait, this is our wonder. What? How did you get to our side with no issues? I'll finish up more drawings wherever the characters get their redesigns. Yeah. I think the redesigns are probably going to be this week or so. Oh god, let me stop putting time frames that I know I can't keep up with. Ugh. Let's try this guy on free for all. Is it players rapid? Give it a shot. I'm gonna try Blue Justice and free for all after, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream there. We managed to fix the ability. I think it's pretty good. We also need to really focus on this area. Then once I do that, once I focus on this area, we're gonna get the next playtest once this area is done. No, chilled is crazy on this mode, man. There's just too many of. Oh my god, we were not surviving any of that shit. I realized I'd even have to hide because it doesn't touch us if we're sprinting. Oh, damn obstacles, man. What is actually happening? I can't tell if it's the lag or the thingy making it worse. We need to also work on rapids tracking for this ability. Oh my god, that was hard. That was pretty good. Why are they ganging up on me? Like, oh, for God's sake, the second I let go. I think it truly shows that making a game design document is very important for the game, for development. But the game's balance is barely holding up. Yeah. At this point, it's... Well, you know what? It could just be an issue of what's it called? A bots and multiplayer issue. I don't know what the difficulty is saying right now. Oh, nice one. Speaking of rapid, I find it hard to do the rapid dash on Mac because I can't right click and left click at the same time. Does it make more sense to have it just where holding right click makes the aim and letting go of right click activates the dash? When I was reworking it, I remember trying both combinations. I can't exactly remember why I stuck with this one. I can't remember if it was for canceling or... Like, I'll look into it, but I remember looking into it and then sticking with what I had. Oh my god, stop with the chilled. But yeah, I'll, like, check it out again. You just fucking missed everyone. Trying to actively get out of there, like... God damn it. The left click can be used for targeting. Well, I think it has more to do with how the abilities are confirmed with gas. So that's what I was really like struggling with, was getting the abilities to confirm properly. I even had to make my own custom targeting system so we could get the targeting like this. wonder if it'll cause problems if he spammed rapid. It spammed. Yeah, if you could just release, I feel like that's another thing you could just. I guess you can do it like this anyway. Oh, no. We almost ran straight into that. Well, we pretty much did. Oh, for God's sake, we were so close. Yeah, I'm really trying to remember what the issue was with thingy. Maybe I'll have a look at it in the code. But it's like I'd have to try it or redo it. How does this miss so much? Like, we are not winning this shit. Tinplate is cooking. I guess in this game mode, if you get an assist, should that like count as a kill like Marvel Rival does it, or is it just final hits? What the fuck was that? Ugh. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end this round and then, ooh, brother, let's not look at those right now. I just realized my phone's been recording all this. 38 minutes. Jeez. Rapid is a diver, fast to tell. No, diver like Black Panther, fast to tell, but you gotta be precise to work with it. Yeah, and I think that's why I don't want to like make his hitbox wider, even though I keep missing. Wait, I'm gonna have to delete all that footage. It's just crazy. It's just way too long. I forgot about it. I've been thinking about it. When it comes to voice acting, I think long term, it's depending on how well the project grows, then there might be enough like people volunteering to voice act as well. So that might like ease the problem where I don't know. I was thinking I'd have to rinse the same few voice actors and stuff like that. I don't know. I think this ability makes this guy a much better character. It's like you just gave him a Wonder Woman lasso grab. Oh shit, we're not gonna make it there. No, we are. Let's fucking dip. You wanna go? I'm streaming. You wanna get out of here? No, no, no. Lame ass twat. Oh, for God's sake. Dude, I can voice act anyone who has a thick accent with an intense pronunciation. Shit, who Throw an accent on that and we could get like a good character. We need like a... Actually, we could just use this to kill them, yeah. Who's a Justice League character who could like fit that role? Who like traditionally has like who can roll, or who has a thick accent rather. Oh my god, there's nothing more annoying than popping that ult and getting stunned right after. And we're not gonna survive to kill. I'm deleting Queen Flora, I swear to god, man, that stun is so jarring, man. I doubt she even needs it anymore because it's not like she's weak at this point. Well, unless you need a British accent, because the R disappears when I do that. I don't know why. Damn, fair enough. You know, I feel like Grimoire has to be British. Like, just like Constantine, she has to have a British accent. It just makes sense. Oh, great. Down some more. Queen Flora is actually annoying, man. I can't wait to get another healer in the game. The more characters we have, the more I get, the less I should get annoyed by specific characters anyway. Because, yeah, of course, when we only have like 5 characters, it's going to rinse the same 5 ults, and we're going to have like 300 Queen Flora binds all over the place. But once we get more characters, it should be a little bit better. Is that the perfect? It was almost the perfect Superman ult or Superman combo. Could do that, but it's gonna be a very low female voice because I can't hit them high notes like that. Plus, honestly, just ask Sunflower in the Discord. His girlfriend will probably do that job. Yeah, fair enough. I think add some vocal effects, and you could do Grimoire when she goes in her like Raven mode or Dark mode or Dark Child mode, something like that. Let's not do that. Oh, she almost saved us. She actually almost saved us. I believe this does end when we get 16, but if we lose, I wonder what it's gonna do. I have to work on my voices for D&D and shit. Do people do that, like to commit to a part? They use voices and everything. That's because I'm bad at voices and impressions and things like that. So I would dare not. I think I have a decently deep voice, so if I was to do voice acting, I would aim for roles that are just like villain voices. Did she just do a superhero landing? That shit was kind of hard. And he said, "Oh, you play as a female character." That must be straining on the voice though. For the whole campaign, you're trying to use like a high pitched voice or higher pitched voice. I feel like that's pretty straining. Yeah, let's just use the alt and solo alt her. Oh no, shit, we won. Oh, I was supposed to test what happened if we didn't. That's so jarring, man. Ugh. Oh well. That is some suffering from success type shit. I think that's about been. Oh my god, that's crazy. How did I? Yeah. It's weird, but like I put my throat high up and speak kind of low, and then it sounds pretty good. Ah, fair enough. As long as it's not doing like super brainy, because I feel like trying to do that too long would definitely make your throat sore or some shit. Don't know if we need to have a pause after saying that. But anyway, yeah, I think that's about it. Today's been productive. We managed to revamp all characters' ability pretty easily today. So that's pretty good. I'm not sure when the next stream will be, but I'll probably put it as an event on Discord so people are aware, I think. But yeah, I think that basically wraps it up for today. I need to eat and sleep and everything. But yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for joining.